twice as long as the 2017 eclipse.
Plans are well underway to make the most of the celestial show in the sky, and the celebrations will last far longer than 3 minutes and 38 seconds, gonna stretch for days.
Rochester is hosting a 3-day Rock the Eclipse Festival. And with us now is Hillary Olson, President and CEO of the Rochester Museum and Science Center, and Deborah Ross, Chair of the Rochester Eclipse Task Force. What a fun and great event you guys are getting to be a part of. So Deborah, we'll start with you. What makes a solar eclipse so special?
Sure. So, all the entire North America is going to experience a partial eclipse where we see the moon covering the sun to some extent. But it's only in the path of totality where you actually experience the world completely changing around you, where in that last 1% between 99% coverage and 100% coverage, the world around you quickly whooshes down to darkness and the birds fly back to their nests. You see the stars come out and the planets around what was the sun, but now is the moon covered by the sun. And you kind of see that you experience totality is an experience that helps you feel the solar system with your whole body in a way you can't convey in a book or in a video. So getting into the path is really important.
So Hillary, what makes Rochester such a great spot to see the eclipse?
Rochester, New York has been planning for this eclipse for years and years, and the entire city is turning out for it. So the Museum and Science Center is hosting the Rock the Eclipse Festival Saturday, Sunday, Monday, April 6th, 7th, and 8th. But other museums are joining in and celebrating eclipse viewing. All of the cultural institutions. There are breweries and restaurants and hotels, and everybody is excited about the eclipse, ready for the eclipse, and the whole city together has planned as a community to welcome all of our visitors, and we're really excited about it.
It seems like a very accessible eclipse because you cut such a large path across the country that people can get to it. So, Deborah, why is it important to get kids to out to see the eclipse?
Absolutely. There will not be another experience of totality in the continental U.S. for 21 years. So this is when you're with kids, you're helping them make memories. There is no memory as singular and different as totality. And so, people are taking off Monday from school to come here. Our whole area actually has off school. But those who are coming, we encourage them not only to take Monday, but also take Tuesday too, because what we don't really want is your kid's memory to be ended with the traffic getting out. So we have so much happening here all weekend that take Tuesday too, and then the memory that you're lasting. Your whole family will be bonded by this. The story, they'll have the story for the rest of their lives.
And one of the things that we're working on making sure that the entire region is understanding that this is a shared positive experience. And for anybody that's experiencing this eclipse, and we all have shared experiences with our neighbors and friends and family, but they're almost always negative. So if you think about COVID, or where were you?
Oh, no.
We may have lost the signal there.
We've got a little partial behind us. And so they talked about the fact that, Deborah and Hillary talked about the fact that all of North America will at least see a partial.
Yes.
And so everybody gets a chance to partake in this in some way. If you get to the path of totality, I mean, that's really when you get to see the big show.
That's like peak eclipse, if that makes sense.
I still haven't seen it because of the clouds. So,
Jen, we're gonna cross our fingers this time around.
But I can tell you, even in spots where you're in the path of totality, the show is long. We say it's 3 minutes or ish, maybe 4 in some spots. But you'll start with the partial, for example, in Rochester, at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the moon will completely move away until just after 4:30. So it's a really long show when you think about everything that there is to experience.
Yeah, when we talk about that 3+ minutes of totality there, that is when it's basically at its peak.
Right.
But there is a whole process before you get to that and also after. So, yeah, it is a much longer time than that 3 minutes. If you can find yourself in that path, again, that extends essentially from southwestern Texas all the way up into Maine, you can see that's that path of totality, that darker line. But, Jen, we mentioned there will be the entire nation getting a chance to see some form of the eclipse. You get into places like New Orleans or New York in that 80% range.
Yeah.